'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the land, not a creature was stirring, not even a demon. In the land of Drentley.
Hey, did you say something?
Hello, everyone. Today I'm asking a question up. Can you beat Dark Souls 2 with the Moonlight Great Sword? I've been doing this on the side. So here are the rules. Rule 1, Moonlight Great Sword only. 2, summons are allowed. And 3, no glitches or exploits are allowed in this challenge. And P.S. All this challenge was done on New Game Plus 1. Actually, no, New Game Plus. Or New Game Plus 1, however you want to say it. So this is the... Just to see, this is the armor set I chose to wear. Right. Okay. Oh, and you know, I will have a little announcement at the end of the video. So basically, so I have to get me a game to get aim, and yeah, this is a build with 50 intelligence and 50 in strength. This was a single attack. Oh, and plus this is also with Faint Stone plus 5 Moonlight Great Sword. And here's my evidence to show. Oh, I did do most of the challenge, but my controller kind of being a pain, which you will see for the entire challenge. Most of this challenge, I'm done. Start fighting the last giant, aka the tutorial boss. Okay, now here's one of the main issues I noticed with the Moonlight Great Sword. Is one, this great swords in two-handed are kind of bad. I did defeat him and went out to the sewer. And so basically, you notice I'm using two-handed, one-handed. Because it's kind of the easier method for using this weapon, because I do more damage, but also it's easier for me to roll. Plus also, I decided to do as many bosses as I can. Dragon Raider. I didn't get even him. I don't have footage from that. Now this is where I say the Moonlight Great Sword really start showing us weakness. Because if you're going against a boss that has high magic resistance, who doesn't stagger easily, then you're gonna have a pain. Oh, here's the thing: is we staggered each other, and I ran out of healing against this fight. So I had my summon here, decided to kill him. After that, I went after Felix Sentry. Okay, I just noticed this. These two are walking lizards. Oh yeah, that's the ability of the Moonlight Great Sword where you shoot a death ray beam. Okay. If whoever remember, okay, let me know in the comments down below if you've seen Wrath of the Titans. But this guy looks like the twins in the movie towards the end of it. That are one of the main antagonists of these. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Okay, next up, the last sinner. Oh, and just so you know, I did use a bonfire aesthetic on the build before I started this. Here's what I didn't know: at the time of me recording this, upon using a bonfire aesthetic, everything will skip the New Game Plus. So this is ending New Game Plus 1. This is New Game Plus 2, Lost Sinner. Yeah. I'm also Fire in the Dark. And I'm actually doing pretty good. That's how the Lost Sinner has a huge magic weakness. I did defeat her first attempt. Skeleton Lords were the first problem I ran into. Because of one major issue now. They resist magic. Or have a decent magic resistance. And basically, I died once. I came back and defeated all of the armies of Tonys. If you could get the reference, backlogs. Okay, Covetous Demon, aka Jabba the Hutt. Now here's what I noticed this when I was recording this. He's blind. So I was like, so he has to have if he's blind, he has to have very good hearing to know where you are. Wait a minute, you're walking on a bunch of skeletons. Okay. So, just realized that. So that probably makes this lore it makes this lore a little darker than normal. Okay, for some reason, okay. I had to push backwards, apparently. I thought it was one-handed, and got shockwaved. I decided to switch to two-handed for extra damage, which I kind of noticed. One-handed for less damage, two-handed for more damage. Oh, for some reason I decided to try showing off the laser beam of doom. Yeah, I will call it the laser beam of doom. And after I did that, for some reason I decided to slowly edge walk to the screen. I did two for some reason. I think I was just funny. Minfa, the Painful Queen. Okay, now this is one of my personal favorite bosses in all Dark Souls 2. I don't know if it's a common opinion, but okay, I know there was one thing when I was recording this. Did she have super healing with poison in this arena? Because that wasn't that fast originally. It must be a New Game Plus thing where boss. So I died. I came back and got with the magic ability. Came back with a normal strength build. Moonlight Great Sword. Here's what I don't get. Moonlight Great Sword doesn't scale with magic until from Dark Souls 3. That's when it gets more magic scaling and less physical damage. Defeated her first. Defeated her my second attempt, and I did enough with the Death Ray, and I decided to show up my shield and do another shockwave. Smelter Demon. Okay, now this boss I hate. Okay, basically, this boss killed me so many times my first time that I actually skipped him and came back after I made it to the end of the game. Yes, this boss I defeated at the end of the game. But it took like an extra 50 attempts. Phase 4. Okay, phase 1, basically, he's pretty easy to dodge. Phase 3, if you notice, phase 3, he takes his sword, gets a fire edition, and he also has if anyone knows the spell Immolation or Fire Deadly Sin, picture having that on him and having a super big weapon against a kind of. I died, so I decided to come back and defeat Old Iron King. So I tried to use the Moonbeam against him. I'm just gonna call it the Moonbeam because I think it makes it funnier. Okay, now the Old Iron King. Now, okay, this is the other boss that is not on New Game Plus 1. Instead, it's New Game Plus 6. Yeah, I was doing some soul farming for this build, and I might have accidentally shot myself in the foot. Or, in Skyrim terms, I used to be a veteran like you, and so I got a token arrow to the knee. And this is my first attempt against him, by the way. It basically starts with this laser beam. Okay, I just noticed it. I noticed this again with foot. I was filming, and I was in the game. His head his face, his head looks like the Smelter Demon. I decided to come back again to the Smelter Demon after a couple of times, farming the area to death, and defeated him. Okay, inside, now here's the run back to the Old Iron King. Not really that challenging, it's going an ironclad soldier. And basically, now here's the strategy. Attack his hand, don't lock on, like I did. The strategy is to not lock on, attack his fist. I don't know if he has a high magic resistance, but I'm guessing he might have. Dodge his laser beam of doom, which I did not do. So I decided to finish him off with another moonbeam. After that, decided to try getting a couple of the other Lord Souls out of the way. The first one went up. The next one I was planning to do is the Rotten, my favorite boss in Lord Soul of Dark Souls 2. I don't know why, but I find him so funny, and I like him and his boss fight. Run all the way through Shaded Woods and say hi to one of my favorite NPCs. Scorpion Nachka is. Okay, now this is where magic really sucks. Because you're going against a Scorpion boss who does magic damage, who also has high magic resistance. Okay, now there's on New Game Plus 1, which is the normal cycle. And basically, okay, it's funny. I did so much damage that I apparently knocked out 4 of her tails. I've never seen that attack before. I don't have footage of that because I did kind of fast, but as you can tell, I'm very struggling because I nearly died more than about 3 times. Okay. One of the issues I have with the Great Sword is you roll and you miss a lot sometimes. Oh, so they hide a Gimli if you don't get. If these guys don't look like Gimli, I don't know who does. In Dark Souls 2. Okay, for some reason I relooped the footage again. So I'm just going to skip talking into next. Now this is where I'm going to talk about how the controller decided not to listen to me. The control has been cleaned, but the joystick that controls for stick drift kinda hasn't worked, so might have to have it re-cleaned. But yeah, this is where I decided to go down to get to the Rotten. Okay, one thing. I didn't know this, but apparently in New Game Plus, after New Game Plus 1, you come back to this area, Archduke Freya will fight you early. Damage you do now will affect how much HP she has. I only got one hit off because I was trying to attack and I got constantly blocked by the mandibles and those stupid minions. Thanks to joystick issues, aka stick drift, causes lock-on to kind of not work. Prowling Mages and Congregation. Okay, now the Congregation is one of the worst parts of the fight, but Magus is actually one of my other favorite bosses. I like the design, and I also kind of like the hex idea, which was fun. But why in Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, they got rid of hexes? We're like, yeah, let's just keep them up, but just have them as dark. I took out the first, started taking out the minions, because the issue with stick drift is, if you don't know, if you have multiple targets on screen, you have a harder time locking on, and it kind of goes everywhere. So I'm trying to stagger to the boss, and I get the camera decides not to work, and I take a lightning bolt to the face. After that, basically the controller decided to get on my nerves so much that I will have to return to this challenge. And just to let everyone know, no videos next week because this video is a Christmas special. Thanks for watching and bye.